Hello, gorgeous, and welcome to With Love, Nick, where you will have weekly activation and the behind the scenes of navigating my insanely unhinged lifestyle. From the drunk success to the sober, unconventional millionaire, be ready for anything when you listen in. My vision for this space is to allow you to think freely with some added spice that could quite possibly drum up a new and exciting thought process that could in turn change your life in the best ways. Welcome to this week's episode of With Love, Nick. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. So here's the thing. It's 8:27 a.m. on Tuesday, January 30th, and I am in all the fucking feels today. There are so many things shifting in my business and my life, and it kind of all came to a head this morning when I was like, oh my goodness, I no longer desire to serve in this type of space or this type of person, or it's all, I'm getting so much clarity on it. And I was just talking with my mentor, Jess Battle, this morning, and I'm listening to her Voxer message, and she says, here's the thing when it comes to launching your podcast, you just have to press record. So I'm sitting at my computer. I'm sipping on my coffee that's cold because I've been up since 4 a.m. trying to get my toddler out the door for daycare. And I'm like, just press record. This is perfect. So here's the thing that I want to chat about today. And this is going to come from a very raw and unscripted piece of my heart. When it comes to who you desire to be and the life that you desire to create, this has to come from the deepest part of you. So often I see people come into this industry in the online space wanting to create a business that generates a lot of money, and they want the answers now. And the fact of the matter is this doesn't come from a place of other people's space. This doesn't come from a place of implementing other people's framework and developing the perfect strategy from 15 master classes that you have purchased over the last month. This comes from taking the time during the process to get in touch with the deepest part of you, no matter what that looks like, and fixing what you need to fix on the internal and letting go of the things that you used to validate yourself from the external, and really just coming to that heart-led center of like, here's what I fucking want to do with my life. Here's where I want to go. And here's what I'm going to utilize as resources and tools to get me there. And it's like being in this industry for as long as I've been in this industry, when I'm thinking back at how I built my business in the beginning, even a couple of years ago, how I was running my business, it's like, okay, money, 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 money. Oh my gosh, I hit this milestone. Oh my gosh, I hit this money marker. Oh my gosh, I made this much this month. And it's like, we lose such touch with ourselves, getting so micro focused on that starts to leak into our marketing. That starts to leak into how we're speaking to somebody, right? It's like we get so micro focused on these like money results or a specific number or a specific milestone that's how we start speaking to people, whether it's in our content, whether it's our DMs, in person, whatever. It's like, it's like we have this big vision for ourselves, and then somebody gets in our DMs and it's like, hi, are you trying to make 10K months? And it's like, then it leaks into our content. Here's actionable steps on how to get to 10K months. And it's like, how about actionable steps on how to dig deeper into the internal quantum to the point where we can generate the energy that is needed to create a 10K month? How about digging deeper within ourselves and healing the parts of us that needs to be healed in order to create what we desire in our life, and having $10,000 be the byproduct of that, right? But like, we don't speak that way because once we get so micro focused on all of these monetary results or these number results or these milestones or these goals, right? It's like the end goal. It's like, okay, 10K months, period. $1 million a year, period. And it's like, let's dot that shit. Okay. This is where the conversations change, is when you have done all of that shit. You have done some of the healing. You have you've hustled your face off. You've done the cold messaging. You've tried different types of marketing. You've tried different types of messaging. And what changes when you ascend from this level into the fucking quantum, right? I'm talking like you're at this level and you desire to go beyond what is even comprehensible to you at this point. What changes is the conversation. It's not the strategy that changes. It's not needing new strategy. It's not needing a bunch of refinability. It's not needing these massive pivots to complete a quantum leap. We've done all of that. What shifts here is the maturity and the level of conversations that we are having, and understanding that we need to have these conversations every single day. So it's like, okay, who triggers you? Who intimidates you? Who puts a post out there and you're like, holy fuck, that just like gets under my skin? Hire her. Hire her, because you're at the level where the smallest shifts aren't going to stretch you anymore. The smallest shifts aren't going to expand what you are trying to accomplish. The smallest shifts aren't going to push you into the next level anymore. This requires a different type of conversation. This requires a conversation with people who are 10x where you are in your life, in your business, intellectually, mentally, emotionally. Like, we need to take it to a completely new universe when we are looking to ascend into a newer level after we are vets in all of that shit that we've done. Right? We've built the foundation. We've crumbled. We've failed. We've succeeded. We've overcome limitations. We've implemented a bunch of different strategies and refined that and developed our own methods. And we've got the clients and we've got the money and we've got all of these things. And the conversation at that point just changes. It's no longer the, hi, just checking in. I was wondering if you can help me implement this strategy. It's no, it's hour-long conversations about life, about experience, about things that we never thought were possible. And we literally just link arms and smash right through that limitation. And it's like, that's the new level. That's the new level. It's no longer about the micro topics. It's no longer about the refining the strategy. It's no longer about tweaking the framework. It's no longer about the metrics and the hacks and the algorithms and the hashtags and the keywords and the what time should I post. It's no longer about that. You're beyond that at this point. This is the conversation that shifts. And this is the shift that took me from being in the space of where I wanted to be into the space that I had desired to be. So this was it. This was what I wanted to talk about on this first little micro episode of the With Nick podcast, because I was done waiting. I was done waiting for the perfect time to record. I was done waiting to figure out what I was going to talk about or who I was going to interview or how I was going to jump on, because the fact of the matter is I've never done this shit. This is new to me. This is stretching me. This was uncomfortable for me. I didn't know how to just jump in front of a microphone and talk to myself. But then I stepped back into the space of, I talk to my people every single day. So it just came down to what I wanted to say to you. And that is why I am just ecstatic to put this out, because I know that the right people are going to listen to this and be like, holy fuck, that's what I've been missing. It's not about the million masterclasses that I need to enroll in anymore. This is it, right? Like, you have a multi six-figure business. You want to scale to 500K. You want to have $1 million year. Like, this is it. It's the conversation that changes. It's not the little micromanaged things. It's not the little tasks. It's not the showing up at the proper time in your stories. This is like a whole new level of existence, right? So this was it. This is my first episode of the With Love Nick podcast. And I am excited as fuck to do more. Like, this lit me up. This stretched me. My heart was pounding the whole time. And this is just one of those reminders that I'm never done. I'm never going to be marinated enough to not be stretched in something. And if I ever feel like that, I just won't allow it, right? I hope you all have a great week. I will see you on the next episode of With Love Nick, hopefully with a guest, but if not, we will have exactly what you are looking for in the next episode. I love you. With love, Nick.